You have come to this earth. 9 months long, you were in the womb of your mother. Then you came to this world, complete already, a complete existence, a complete life. Now this life is getting some additional information that the parents put into you, informations that come from education, from friends, from advertising, from television, from internet. So the point is you are being conditioned. Your ideas about the world start to fill up with all type of content, but this content is not from you. This content is from people around you putting it into you. But because you were small and maybe didn't know about it, you allow it to happen. Which means now if you look at your life, what are you? You are the representation, most probably, of all the ideas that other people have put into you. And if this feels unhappy to you, if you are not feeling well into your skin, well, you need to change your skin. Meaning, also starting to realize what actually is that type of stuff. What are these concepts, these ideas, these thoughts, these categories that people have tried to put into me, and slowly start to get rid of them. Returning back to the state, you came complete, you are complete. And now, because it's your life, stop wasting this lifetime trying to fulfill the wishes of any other person out there that have no interest in your life and that actually you also don't want to spend time with them. So don't take their advice, for example, so serious. What to do to build up at the same time now your self-confidence? Make yourself strong. Make yourself strong. How to do it? Always learn. If there is something to learn how to clean, learn how to cook, learn how to wash the windows, learn how to repair the car. Whatever you can do, just do it. So that gives you that feeling, there is something that you can do. You're not completely helpless. There are, of course, other people that can do it better, but still, it's not about that. It's about as long as you have a healthy body and a healthy mind, there are so many different options in this world you are able to express yourself in. But in order to do so, it is necessary to also engage in life. Meaning, if there is an option to learn, of course you learn. And then merging this learning together with learn to build up the body. So mentally, you're going to become confident. Physically, you're going to become strong and confident. And before all of this, you have started to release all the chains of the ones that put you into chains that just don't mean anything to you. So cut the chains and then start to use this lifetime because it's your lifetime. This one, only one time. So stop listening too much to other people, how to live your life or whatever. It's about the self-expression of your own perspective about how you would like this world to be. Of course, taking into consideration all your fellow travelers that are on this world. It's somehow always the fear of losing something, meaning losing something also in terms of fear of the unknown. So what are you losing? The known. Fear of the uncomfortable. What are you losing? Yeah, being comfortable. This is where I see where this fear is based upon. It's the resistance actually against growing. It's the resistance against finding out how big this universe is and what is possible in this world. Because now just to imagine, if there would be no fear, there would be nothing unknown, nothing uncomfortable. So what does it mean? It means you could already see into the future what in 2025 you're going to do, where you are going to be, which people are going to be still with you. And in 2025, exactly this is going to happen. So for me, the question is, it feels really boring that just what you put to your mind and then just it comes 2 years later exactly the way how it is. Nothing better can come because what can happen is dependent on how much you can imagine. If something is not able to be visualized or being seen inside of your mind, inside of your world, that would mean it can't happen in this world. And there again, I think this one is so big, he or she, I don't know. It has more creativity. It has more power. It has more possibilities than any human being could ever imagine with a human brain, with a human mind. That's why the uncertainty of the future, for me, is nothing that is threatening me. For me, it's a good message. I am happy I don't know what is in 5 years, what is in 10 years, what is in 15 years. I'm happy about it because it leaves just so many things open that can still happen. The only thing I take care about is that my mind stays clear and my body stays strong. And all the other things, I don't know what comes, but when it comes, I hope I will be ready. I hope I feel being ready to enter into the future. So I really think a change of perspective that makes something which is terrifying into something which is inspirational.
What is true strength?
The ability to let go, meaning let go of ideas that you are having for too many years already. Let go of your opinion. Yeah, if you realize the other opinions are also good. So meaning let go of what you try to keep all the time. We don't like change. The average human doesn't like change because it already took so many years to build all of this up. So why should I change it? It's good. That's why to change something about all of this, for me, it takes strength because it has something to do with you must let go of a part of you. But that's exactly the point. If you do not let go, well, then I'm not always sure if carrying on an old identity into the future is working or not. Just as our world and our earth and all the technological advancements are changing, I also think we humans need to be able to adapt according to the changes that's happening, meaning also sometimes changing our lifestyle, adapting towards to it, changing our body, changing our ideas, changing our views. And that takes strength because it always has something to do with letting go of what you know already. Number one is a good observation that distraction is happening, meaning that your awareness, I make it as a picture. Inside of our body sits awareness. And in the moment where our body becomes active, for example, when we wake up, this awareness from the inside has 5 gates where it can just leak out, let's say. It leaks out through the eyes, it leaks out through the ears, it leaks out through the nose, through the tongue in sense of taste, and through the skin in terms of like physical sensation. So whenever you realize that one of these gates is active, you're too much caught into looking what's out there. You're too much lost into the music. You're too much lost into the food smells so good or tastes so good or so. Then it just means time to bring the awareness back, which means the literal practice of just sit down, don't move, and breathe. Why breathe? Because the breathing is happening inside of you. So that means this is the way of how to bring back very quickly the awareness into yourself. It's like right now, we can talk about the airships and about the wars and about everything, but in the moment where I say, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing in. No matter where your thoughts have been before, in the moment where you say to yourself, I'm breathing in, it's directly back, no matter what. Why we say the breath has so much power? Because it's so direct, because you're not breathing out there, breathing as an exchange. Observing when your awareness is getting lost. And then second of all, having an anchor to bring it back. And then continuously to practice, which means calming practices, meditative practices, to just calm yourself down, to catch yourself back in order for you to more and more get a better sensation and feeling of yourself when the awareness is about to leak out again. How I see AI is, it's a current state of technological advancement that we are having now in our world, just like we had always technical advancements in many different areas of human history. So ultimately, for me, what I see is the technology by itself, I don't see it as a threat. For me, it's always who is in possession of that technology and what is the intention behind the usage of it. And this goes for many, many things. Therefore, it's the same that I, for myself at least, would apply now to AI. It can, of course, simplify, make things that before you have spent a lot of your lifetime to somehow figure out, well, now you just make it a little bit more quicker. But the question is, quick is not always good. In some circumstances and use cases, AI is good. In other cases, it might not be the proper way to leave it to an artificial intelligence. I don't know what the future is going to bring. I don't know how it's going to affect us. But the only thing that I can always suggest is, as long as there are still human beings on this earth where the blood is running through the veins, there are still a lot of unsolved questions that all cultures and all generations have always asked about ourselves. And if the world out there is getting too crazy, then just return back to that very, very simple question and figure out, what are you? Who are you? And then everything else out there is forgotten. Because then you are entering into a world which is different. So why sometimes these type of topics or whatever pop up on your phone, on your life, it's because somewhere along the line, maybe it has become time or you have asked the question. That's why now you receive the message. That's why you receive the option. You can still click it away. But this is the thing. You want to have an answer, you need to ask. This is why I don't know what people should ask.
If I look at all the philosophies or many of the religions, many of the theories and concepts that are existing in this world right now, everywhere I see that there is some truth in it. All of them. But for me, the question is always, what if all of them are correct? There must be like a bigger view. It's bigger than Stoicism. It's bigger than Buddhism. It's bigger than Shaolin. It's bigger than a philosophy. And what is the biggest, I think, is the life itself. Buddhism is talking about, let's say, life. Stoicism is talking about life. Christianity is talking about the life. They all talk about life. So what it means for me is the most important in everything is the life. It's not the theory. It's not the concept. It's not the philosophy. The biggest teacher is this lifetime. And in this lifetime, you can just observe for yourself, what is it that you can feel? And then you are studying the Stoicism, for example, but you are missing the physicality. It doesn't mean that Stoicism is wrong. It only means that Stoicism is limited to a specific area. It doesn't expand until the physical layer. What I am looking for is a way, how can I look into the world? What type of perspective can I use that helps me to understand about my mental, to understand about my emotional world, to understand about my physical world, to understand about the relationship between people, the relationship between an individual and a group. So there are so many more layers in this life existing that it's just very, very difficult to condense all of this into one theory, because this life is not about a theory. This life is about, you need to live this life. And whatever helps you to live this life in the best possible way, I think this is the important part. The discipline is necessary because you are doing something even if you don't like it. It's the same like in the morning when the alarm is ringing. Let's just say normally you wake up at 6. Try out tomorrow, wake up at 5:30, half an hour earlier. Normally your body is going to tell you, I don't like this. Okay, it's no problem. You know you don't like it, but still you're going to do it. And it's exactly that half an hour now, from 5:30 until 6, where you are only investing that energy into yourself. So make very clear to yourself, even if there is something that you don't like, but you still take this challenge right now, you're still gonna do it. It's no excuse. You don't like it, doesn't matter, just do it for some time. What I think is useful to learn a little bit is, in this lifetime, it's not always gonna happen that you're gonna meet people, meet situations, and meet a life that you like. You cannot always choose if you like something or not. The only question is, what are you gonna do when something happens and you don't like it? And the only way is you need to keep going and make yourself stronger. Let's put it like this. So that means don't take liking, disliking, want, don't want. Don't make this to the basis where you're taking your decisions from. I like, that's why I do. I don't like, I don't do. It's not working like this, because this lifetime is not just about that you can wish something and it's going to happen. There is one very, very interesting way of thinking about this also, to actually ask yourself, not what is it that you want, not asking what is it what I want. Ask yourself, for example, the question, how much sacrifice, how much pain, how much suffering are you willing to take in order to make your life become better? Because at the end of the day, this is going to be what is going to make the difference, because everybody wants to have a successful business. Yeah. Okay. Are you willing to work 14 hours a day to build up your company? And if somebody says 14 hours working, no, well, you're not going to have your successful business. Are you willing to sacrifice the time that you're spending with the family in order to build up your business? Because 14 hours, you build up the business, 4 hours, you're sleeping. That means 6 hours you have with the family. So are you willing to sacrifice these 6 hours, for example, to work more and build up your business? Well, and if you say no, well, then it's not going to happen. So the question is always, what are you willing to sacrifice? How much pain, how much suffering are you willing to take in order to make your dreams or whatever you want there to become real? So there is a routine that I'm regarding as being very, very helpful, which is, for example, when you wake up from the bed, don't check your emails, don't check your WhatsApp, and don't check your phone, first of all. Okay. You wake up alone. So first of all, if you want, go into the bathroom, clean your face, and then if you like, have 1 cup of coffee or tea or warm water, doesn't matter. And then still stay with yourself and do meditation practice, reading exercise, or any qigong exercise. Yeah. Do something where you are still staying with yourself. Don't invest your energy already in something that is like not you. Don't write messages. Don't make a phone call. Don't go on the PC or anything like this. First of all, stay with yourself, invest some time in yourself, nourish yourself first. Eat some breakfast, okay? Maybe in your mind, prepare the day already in the mind a little bit. And then afterwards, you start to take the phone. You start to make the work. Then you are getting into action. It's like the action part is the summertime. The springtime, you are just preparing the action. You are not doing the action. And this is like a picture that I would say, rest for yourself. Keep the power in, keep the energy in. Just do the preparation work. Prepare your body. Prepare the body, meaning eat properly, drink properly, and prepare your mind to also be, let's say, optimistic and positive to go through the day. Don't start the day negative. Don't start the day with a problem. Don't start a day if you don't feel nourished enough to do the work.